Hello and welcome to JV East Season 6 Round 8. It's time for the Japanese J-Prix finale for JV East Season 6. First time Suzuka features as our finale venue. Last time around it was Palanga. It's always been experimented with here in JV East, and Suzuka might prove to be quite an exciting showing. Let's take a look at the upgrades ahead of this race. We've got an acceleration upgrade for both Carpathian's Peak and Mitsubishi. We've got a grip and a double turbo for Brabham. We got a speed upgrade for Evolve, the only one ahead of this round. We got a double acceleration and a single grip upgrade for RDU. We got a grip upgrade for Pizza Racing Team and an acceleration and a grip upgrade for Matty Mar Racing. The top car on the grid is Brabham, second best is Manimar Racing, third best Evolve, fourth best Carpathian's Peak, fifth best Yorkshire Aerial, sixth best Team Alpha Prime Joint, seventh best are Torto Autosport and Mitsubishi, ninth best is Pizza Racing Team, and the worst car on the grid remains RDU Motorsport. It's final two as a result most likely of their low speed scores. But of course, Brabham are here to solidify their title. They're 26 points ahead. That is a pretty difficult gap for Yorkshire Aerial in second to catch up to, especially when they're the fifth best car and Yorkshire and Brabham are the top car on the grid by quite a margin. So we'll have to see what ends up happening, however. Meantime, here's what the Drivers' Championship looks like, because it's all over the place. We've got so many drivers able to win it all, and of course the maximum amount of points you can score is 26, which means from 1st to 8th are all in this race able to get that title, and we'll have to find out which one of them ends up the lucky one. Probably the race winner here in Suzuka will be the one who will be able to take it, but it depends what everyone else scores. We've got Kukas in first, 1 point behind him is Arcaniac, 2 points behind Arcaniac is Ruski, 4 points behind him is Boken, 2 points behind him is Monaco, 2 points behind him is Kamikaze, 10 points behind him is Matimar, and 1 point behind Matimar is Keys. Let's take a look at the constructors before we get onto the actual qualifying. So you can see that 26 point gap between Brabham and Yorkshire Aerial, but also Matimar Racing technically still mathematically possible for them to win the title, although very, very unlikely. They're only 40 points away from Brabham. Evolve just missing out, just 1 point short of being able to mathematically fight here, even as difficult as it may be. They're on 84 points, Team Alpha Prime on 81, and Torto on 75, and Carpathian's Peak on 67. From 3rd to 7th is still pretty close together, only 22 points separate them, and only 15 points separate 8th through to 10th, but those at the back may be less likely to score points here today. Of course, the amount of rolls you get for preseason upgrades depends on what constructor's position you end up taking, so we'll find out how that will go, and let's get on to the 3 minutes of qualifying now then. Here we go. And we start off, already seen the upgrades. It's the tokenless finale, which is because it has 0 tokens available to spend on it. Nobody is allowed to spend tokens on the finale of each season. Gibbings off to a nice start here. The first lap will not be representative because the drivers at the front have less time to accelerate before passing the finish line than the ones closer to the back, where the second lap onwards will be representative. But let's see what our drivers can do here on the first lap. Who can get a provisional pole to start with? It's Alexei Drozdov with 35.12, and it looks like it's Gibbings for Evolve and Matimar for Matimar Racing here. At the front, we also got Alexei Drozdov, Kukus, who's currently the Drivers' Championship leader. Keys here, we got Kamikaze, Tifole, Boken. Further down the grid, I see Ethan, and I think there was also Monaco Grand Prix. Matimore looks to get provisional pole heading across the line. Will it happen? 35.08. No, it's Cuckoo's with 34.87 onto provisional pole. He goes as he's chasing down Gibbings and Matimore here. Everyone ghosted, of course, no collisions, but still you can tell through the pace differences how well someone is doing. Cuckoo's is doing pretty well. Gibbings now doing really well through this middle sector, through the spoon. I think that's called the spoon. Matimore dropping off now. Keiser doing well as well, but it's Cuckoo's the main attraction of the show. 34.35. No, it's Keiser on provisional pole of 34.25. If I'm not mistaken, this is Keisier's rookie season, and he has finished both second and third. So has Matimore, second and third. Neither of them have been able to win a race yet this season, and I'm not sure about Matimore being able to win one last season. I don't think that was the case either. I can check real quick. Yeah, only a single second position last season from Mato. So a lot more podiums for Matimore Racing this time around, and they will be fighting for that race win, but Cuckoo's will not give up on it very easily. He's going pretty quickly here, and potentially our last lap, more likely to be our penultimate lap. Boken currently in third, Monaco in fourth, Gibbings and Matimore, who started off so well, only fifth and sixth in the qualifying, as they also dropped to fifth and sixth in the sort of race. And it's Alexei Drozdov improving to 34.45, up to third position there. Not a lot of other improvements. We've got 35.05 from Mr. Monza, enough for seventh. It's a great qualifying for Mr. Monza if he can hold on to that position. Ruski only down in 14th, Arkeniak down in 10th, so they're not doing too well. But let's see, across the line here, Keiser, Cuckoos, or someone else. Keiser will not improve, Cuckoos will not improve, Boken, nobody is improving. Monaco improves up to 5th. Kamikaze improves up to 12th. It will be Keiser starting on pole position for Matimore Racing. And just to check here, have they had a pole position start before? They've had one pole position before, and it was from Keiser as well. So once again, he is starting from pole position. Let's take a look at the full quality results. Here we are. Keiser starts from pole position. Cuckoos on the front row. Get the upgrades down here as well. Are those the right ones? Yep, those are the right ones. Alexei Drozdov will start from third. Boken 34 from fourth. Mr. Monza starts up all the way from 5th. Great qualifying for the Mitsubishi driver. Monaco Grand Prix, also amazing qualifying. Starts from 6th. Gibbings starts from 7th. Matimore 8th. Ethan starts from 9th. Arkeniak starts from 10th. 11th is Levioso's start position. Kamikaze starts from 12th. Toffoli 99 starts from 13th, Ruski from 14th, Minimoai from 15th, Vlado 204 from 16th, Emma Box from 17th, Dumashna from 18th, and it is the back row occupied by Hempo and Banana Boy. Let's get straight into the race. 27 laps here in Suzuka. Here we go. Keiser starts on the soft, so does Alexei and Boken and Monaco, but Mr. Monza and Cuckoos starting on the hards. Very risky choice. Usually in the virtual leagues, to start on the hards, you'd end up losing a lot of positions and struggle to earn them back later on. Especially in a tokenless finale where you don't have the tokens to save you from your fate. We're gonna have clouds coming soon. It's been a great start for Monaco Grand Prix. He's already up into 2nd as Cuckoos drops all the way down to 9th position. He's got Levioso, he's got Mr. Monza, who's dropped down now to 10th from 5th. Not the worst, but not the best. Alexei Drozdov down from 3rd to 5th. Matimore up from 8th to 4th. Boken 34 also I think up just one position now, up 2 positions as he overtakes Monaco Grand Prix. It's Kisier leading the race, and it's a great race for Matimar Racing. Got first and fourth, about to double podium for the time being. No, Matimar goes very deeply into that grass. It's Monaco the fastest lap after just one lap ran, and Kisier Boken 34 now with the fastest lap. Kisier still leads us away. Boken 34. Matimar finally up into the podium. Arcaniac has gone all the way up to 4th from 10th. That is bad news for Kisier, who's gone all the way down into 10th. He really wants that Drivers' Championship. Was very distraught at Białowieża for being unable to quite get that victory there. It's Kisier versus Boken here. Boken looking for a move after deploying some boost, and he does successfully get past into the lead of the race. There he goes into first. Arcaniac now up to third. We've got Monaco, Levioso, Gibbings, Alexi. Let's see how is Kuku's doing on those hard tires. Forced a bit into the grass there. He's fighting both of the Mitsubishis. Dumashina has flown up to join his teammate, and they're both fighting for a double points finish for Mitsubishi in the Tokyo's finale, which would be quite nice for them to secure that 8th spot in the constructors. Kisier Boken still exchanging positions here, and it's Kisier now back in front, but Boken remains with the fastest lap. Gibbings is up to 4th. Matimar fell temporarily to 6th. Now he's up back into 5th. He's got Levioso, Alexei Drozdov, and Monaco Grand Prix on his tail, and he's chasing down Gibbings, who has made a bunch of mistakes and has lost Arcaniac, as Boken is right back past Kisier. Kukus running in 10th, losing Dumashin at the moment, who's on the south, but got past Mr. Monza, a fellow driver on the hards. Gibbings is doing great on those medium tires in comparison to every other driver that did not start on the softs. He's had quite a good first stint. He's up in the podium position at the current moment, fighting with Arcaniac and Matimar. However, got Boken and Kisier here. Matimar Racing got 5 grip, and so do Team Alpha Prime. So the grip is not much difference between them both, as they're both on the softs. Also same level of wear. Gibbings, Arcaniac, Matimar. Of course, Evolve are the only team on the grid with more than level 4 speed. At level 5 speed, it's Arcaniac, Matimar, Lexi, Drozdov, Duro, Petting, Boken, and Kisier decided to stay out for an extra lap on those saws. Very interesting how everyone behind them opted to go for an undercut. Gibbings chasing them down to some extent as well. Will be hoping for an overcut. Monaco stayed out on those softs, but is visibly struggling a little bit here and there. However, that Tortu car does have 7 grip, joint highest with Brabham and Carpathian's Peak, so it should be not much problem. In fact, every car has between 5 and 7 grip on the grid. Kisier, Boken into the pits, both come out on mediums, both right next to each other. Gibbings into the lead of the race now. Closest he was to winning a race was, this is his rookie season, so it was in the Russian J-Prix at Egora Drive, where Kisier, not Kisier, sorry, where Kukus ended up besting him in that race. That was quite a battle between those two. Kisier has ran away from Boken on those mediums. Matimar on another softs is in 4th. Mr. Monza staying on those out on those hards has been promoted up to 5th. Kukus has not had such luck. He's only down in 8th, but he is trying to overtake Arcaniac here. Gibbings is finally pitted, and he's come out on a softs, and looks like that medium start was very beneficial up to him, because it doesn't look like he's lost any positions, and he's in a good spot closer to the lead of the race. His teammate Kamikaze has just managed to get up to 10th. That's only because he is staying out on worn hard tires for another couple of laps. Lexi Drozdov and Dumashina behind him, freshly pitted onto hards, will be hoping to overtake him for that final points position. Got Kukus not too far ahead of him, who's looking for a move down the inside of Monaco. Forced into the grass there, unable to make it work. Gibbings on the outside of Boken. through the hairpin, and he gets that position. Great stuff from Gibbings. He's up into second behind Keys here. Matimar also closing down on Boken. Looks like the soft runners are seeing some good pace here now as Gibbings on the inside of the final straight. And it's the fastest lap at 33.87. Great lap time from Gibbings as he takes the lead of the race. Matimar unable to quite close down on Boken 34 the same way we just saw Gibbings, but look how close the top four are. Levioso out of nowhere is up into fifth on medium tires. Great stuff from him. Great showing for Carpathian's Peak. Something which they have been lacking as of late is great showings. Gibbings running away from Keys here as much as he can. Let's take a look down the order. It's Gibbings in first as we had lap 12. Keys here in second, then it's Boken, then it's Matimar. Then 3.5 seconds behind them, it's Levioso fighting Arcaniac for 5th position. Cook is now into the pits, which means Monaco Grand Prix is up into 7th. Alexei Drozdov up into 8th place. Dumashna is in 9th and Mr. Moz in 10th, still fighting for Mitsubishi double points. Vlado 204, however, on freshly scrubbed softs is chasing down Mr. Monza for that final points position. Kuku's freshly pitted is in 12th. Kamikaze also freshly pitted is in 13th. De Foley is in 14th. Ruski in 15th. 16th is Ethan. 17th Emma Box. 18th is Hempo, 19th Banana Boy, and 20th Mini Moai. I don't think Toffoli downwards will be able to make any more impact on this race, but Kuku's, Kamikaze and Mr. Monza are definitely still close enough to try and fight for some points. Keys here got back ahead of Gibbings, but Gibbings is now looking on the inside, doesn't get forced out, and through the S's he goes back into the lead of the race. Very entertaining, just constant position swaps, but Gibbings will have to pit, I think, sooner than Keys here. He's on the same level of where his tires are, but he is on those softs, which means that wear will escalate quicker. 6 grip that Evolve has compared to Matimar Racing's 5. Keys here back in front now. Kamikaze has gotten past Mr. Monaco, has pitted once again. He's down in 12th now. Vlado 204 into the pits. That promotes Alexei Drozdov, Kamikaze, and Dumashna. Kamikaze now up to 8th position. Monaco up to 10th as Vlado 204 exits out in 11th. We've got Mr. Monza and Kukus close behind him, chasing him down. And there's Kukus getting past Mr. Monza. Considering his start, it's not really worked out. Starting on the front row, but that start on the hard tires was not a good decision. Keys here, Gibbings, Boken, and Matimar. Was it Matimar or was it? Everyone looks to be pitting right now. Jesus, wasn't Matimar, but it was Levioso. And we did also have Arcaniac pitting. That's a lot of pitting. Dumashna on worn hard. So is Alexei Drozdov. Compared to Monaco's fresh softs, he'll be able to overtake them pretty soon, I imagine. It's Gibbings and Keys here still fighting for the race lead here. Constant swaps between the two, and Goretz kept fairly close together. After 16 laps, there's not been any rain, which might be partially thanks to that they've kept so close together. Matimar now looking at Boken 34's inside, unable to get the traction now at the hairpin on the outside, trying to squeeze his way through. No, he doesn't have the speed that Boken does coming out that turn, and he looks to be losing him again. Alexei Drozdov fighting his teammate. He's on really worn hards. Arcaniac on very fresh hards. Alexei will have to pit quite soon, I think. And meanwhile, I've got Dumashna and Monaco Grand Prix behind him, holding down the final points position. But Alexei Drozdov, as he enters the pits, in fact, overtakes Arcaniac. Dumashna also into the pits, promotes Monaco up to 8th, Vlado 204 up to 9th, and it is Mr. Monza up into 10th. Kukus up into 11th. Definitely Not the way he wanted this race to go, but Ruski has gone all the way up to 12, thanks to staying out on those hard tires. Skipping's in first. Boken has gone up to second. In fact, Kiesier's dropped all the way down to fourth, and that might be as a result of picking the hard tires. But they might work out for him later on. Kamikaze has taken a trek all the way up to sixth position on some worn medium tires. We'll have to pit in a few laps, however. Oh, free wide here, and Gibbings loses the lead down in third for the spoon. Gets one back on Matimore and now looks for a move on Boken and boosts his way through. He's back into the race lead. Kiesier a bit behind those podium. Those drivers currently sitting on the podium. Matimore in second. It is quite a crazy four-way battle for the race lead here. And it's been entertaining throughout, and nobody's really completely lost it. Kami is into the pits, which promotes Arcaniac back up to sixth place. Monaco Grand Prix into the pits as well. Gibbings holding that race lead. Then it's Boken 34, then it's Matimore and Kiesier. Gibbings still holds the fastest lap of the race, 33.87 bot. And now Boken 34 is overtaken him. Matimore holds the second fastest lap. Let's see what it was. Matimore into the pits right now. Interesting. I think he will end the race on the tire compound he's about to select. It's only 34.32 he managed. Yes, he's gone onto a set of soft tires, and I'm not sure how that'll work out for him. I think Kiesier's able to stay out on those hards till the end of the race. Gibbings and Bokenfo definitely have to pit within 6 laps. With 6 laps to go. Boken is into the pits now. Kiesier right behind Gibbings, and it looks like Kiesier might have pulled off the right strategy call, because all of the soft runners will be very far behind him. Actually, they've already caught up 2 seconds to him. That might not be as clear cut as I thought. Is Kiesier chasing down Gibbings a little bit here? I think Gibbings will be into the pits at the end of this lap regardless of whether Kiesier overtakes him. We've got Ethan trying to unlap himself as well. And Gibbings is into the pits, and Kiesier takes the lead of the race. Can he hold on to it for the next 5 laps? Lap 23 through 27. Will Kiesier be able to get the first ever Matimore Racing victory, or will it be Matimore currently 5 seconds behind him on fresh softs? Clouds coming soon. We've not seen rain or race, and it might not show up at all here in Suzuka. Sunny skies. Well, now soon to be cloudy skies. Boken in third, Gibbings in fourth. Levioso has been chilling in fifth for most of the second half of this race. Arcaniac going to try to catch up to him, 2 seconds behind. Kamikaze running in 7th, but Vladovu 4 very close behind him on fresh softs, only a second behind him in fact. Monaco Grand Prix in 9th. Alexei Drostov has fallen down to 10th, but unfortunately for the Mitsubishis, they're outside of the points at the current moment. Dumashna looking to make that change as he overtakes Alexei Drostov for 10th position. Kuku's down in 14th, down on his luck. Fresh soft tires, I don't think that will help them much. Kiesier is 3.5 seconds ahead of Matimore. Earlier that gap was 3 seconds, now it's increasing up to 4 seconds. Matimore's gained only 0.08 of Kiesier in that lap, and there's 3 laps left to go. Kiesier is looking like it, but his tires are degrading, they're getting worse every single lap. Can he hold on to it? Matimore laps Ethan, tries to lap Ethan, manages to do so. Bokens and Gibbings have pretty much fell off. Gibbings, unfortunately, despite fighting for the race lead for so long, he stayed out the longest before having to pit onto fresh softs, and it looks like it's cost him. It looks like he was undercut by Matimore, Boken, and definitely by Kiesier, who's still out on those hard tires. Matimore now under 2 seconds behind. He's gained 1.5 seconds exactly, 1.5 on Kiesier that lap, and there's 2 laps left to go. Which one of the Matimore Racing drivers will take the win? And will it be a Matimore Racing 1-2 extraordinaire here in Suzuka? It's been a great race from him. Keys here really struggling for pace on those dead hard tires. Boken, don't count him out just yet, or Gibbons. Keys here looks like he's only lost a tenth to Matimar that lap, but Matimar has lost nearly 1.5 seconds to Boken, who's now right on the back of him. Looks like Keys here might get that win, but will it be a 1-2 or just a double podium? Matimar, good exit from the hairpin, gains some time on Boken, and another good exit and some boost deployment from the spoon, but it will be Keys here to win for Matimar Racing, and Matimar makes a 1-2 finish. Boken third, Gibbons fourth, just missing out on the podium there at the end. 1500s, Arcaniac in the end beats Levioso for 5th position, but Levioso stays ahead of Kamikaze for 6th, and it's 8th place for Vlado204, makes it double points for Carpathian's Peak. Dumashna finishes all the way up in 9th. For Mitsubishi, Ruski really chasing him down here at the end. It is only 10th for the Brabham driver. Importantly, does this mean I think Brabham have done it 100? They had 26-point lead before this race, and they only lost 9 points to Yorkshire Ariel. I'll have to take a look at the standings on who won the Drivers' Championship as well. Case here and Matimore, lots of points gained there, but Arcaniac had a very good lead already, considering Kukus and Ruski not scoring many points at all. It's been a disappointing final round for Brabham, but I think nonetheless they're through to Challenger Virtual, and we'll see in just a second as we'll go for the race results first before any championship calculations. It is, of course, a 1-2 Matimar Racing finish. What an incredible performance from the team, followed by a Team Alpha Prime podium. I believe the Team Alpha Prime is getting sold to Ethan for next season. Hedmenica is stepping down. Gibbons 4th and the fastest lap. Great performance for Evolve. Arcaniac 5th, great performance. I think that might have clinched the driver's title for him. Levioso 6th, Kamikaze 7th, makes it double points for Evolve, and Vlad 8th makes it double points for Carpathian's Peak. 9th is Dumashna, and 10th is Ruski for Brabham. 11th, Alexei Drozdov, just missing out on the points. Monaco Grand Prix didn't really have it, and the Mr. Monza and Kuku's great qualifyings from them, but starting on the hards proved to be there and doing 13th and 14th. Ethan finishes 15th to Foley 16th, and then 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th is Emma Box, Hempo, Minimoy, and Banana Boy for Pizza Racing Team and RDU Motorsport, respectively. Let's take a look at the standings. The results are in, and this I did not expect. First off, our JV East Drivers' Champion, Arcaniac, of course, beats Boken by just a single point. Boken just didn't have enough there. Keys here, 69 in 3rd. Then Kukus, Ruski, Matimar, Kamikaze, put Monaco in 8th, only 18 points away from Arcaniac. Let's hear it for the New Zealand national anthem to celebrate. Let me just check that I've got the national anthem source up. Alright, there we go. Let's hear it for Arcaniac. Amazing stuff. Arcaniac to win the JV East title, I'm pretty sure, for the first time. He's been around for a while, so I'm sure he'd won something before. He's been with Yorkshire Aerial. He was in Humpass in Season 2, in JV West and JV East Season 3. Made the switch for Yorkshire Aerial 13th that season, Season 3. Season 5 still in JV East with Yorkshire Aerial. He finished up in 7th, 13th, 7th, and now in 1st. Amazing job from Arcaniac, but that is not the end of the surprise. Well, that wasn't quite a surprise. That was expectation with that P5 finish. But with Brabham finishing just 10th and 14th, and with a 1-2 from Mattimore Racing, out of nowhere, the team that was just a few points in the fight, mathematically just about able to win it, Mattimore Racing secure promotion by 2 points to Challenger Virtual. It's heartbreak for Brabham. That was a 26-point gap. And that was to Yorkshire Aerial, and they had a 43-something gap to Mattimore Racing. Mattimore Racing scored 43 points in this race. Brabham only won, so that's 42 gained. That was a 40-point gap between them. 40 points from 40 points behind Mattimore Racing. Give it up for Kisier and Mattimore, who today 1-2 finish with their first ever race victory already secured. Promotion to Challenger Virtual out of nowhere. Give it up for the Polish national anthem. Simply incredible finale in terms of surprises for, of course, the average fan of the virtual leagues, but heartbreak for Brabham as they lose on an incredibly dominant season. They lose by just 2 points. They will have to start from square one next season, just like Mats are in the other division, and we'll see how it goes for them. Hope you enjoyed this season of JV East, and we'll see you next time for Season 7, Season of Spring, with quite a few changes in store. See you then.